Hello and welcome back to Starmade, my friends. My name is Rabenschild, and today we are not on the Squadron server. Today we are in a test world where I'm testing out the newest dev build, I think. It's 19.209 or something like that. I don't care, but I'm playing around with the new rails. Specifically with the axes and the new turret mechanics that will be available. The problem that I will run into is that the new turrets will require some different techniques of building, and I don't know when the newest update will come out, but I want to be at least a bit prepared so that I don't I don't have the problem that I come into that completely unprepared. I've already made some tests even today, but the problem is that the turret I've set up before kind of destroyed itself, or the game destroyed it. I can't really tell you. I built it somewhere. I think it was because I was on spawn. I built on spawn, and it got deleted and replaced with a big red plate. Okay, but I want to start building here now and kind of rebuild what I've done there. You know my turrets, that I'm trying to have them look like naval turrets. Biggest problem with it will be that that might not work in the future, because like it is now, the separate systems of a turret are kind of separate entities, separate ships. So at the moment, and I hope that changes, because there were talks about changing that, the bottom of the turret, or the, how's it called? The barrel carriage? I don't know. The bottom of the turret that spins left and right is one entity. It needs its own shields. It needs its own power. Not a lot, but if I want to have a lot of shields, I need a lot of power, and so on and so forth. And the top one, with the guns, it needs the same. It needs shields, it needs energy storage, and all that stuff. And so a lot of the way we build turrets at the moment, has to change. And we will have to, or I hope that this changes, because it would be neater to have a system that kind of accommodates, or that transfers energy and shields through the axes, maybe, because turrets will be, don't know, crazy clunky. I saw a lot of nice designs out there, but I think a lot of these designs are just the basic looks of them. And nobody, at least that's my opinion, thought about, how do we power the weapons? How do we give them shields? And that's what we have to think of a bit. I started with, I have this platform here to, have it more, let it freely rotate on here and shoot at stuff. I want to test it against maybe a wave or two. And what I want to do now, and I can show that to you, is I have placed this axis block down there, and now I want to dock an entity to the whole system. So we will need a rail docker. We will need some blocks just to set it up the way I wanted to set it up, kind of. Good thing is now this the ship core doesn't have to be in the middle of the whole thing anymore, because the axis now changes where you have your docker. So I can just make it to the, I want to have it, this will be kind of the front, and I want to have the ship core somewhere here. And so I'm setting this up. This is the front. You can see it on the arrow on the top. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it 6? Yes, it is 6. And I just set the rail docker here. I am rotating that so that this arrow, you can see it there on the sides, is down, 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 down. And I want to have it this way, so the front is, the arrow points to the front. Now I can just go into the ship, use the weapons menu, select the rail docker, bring it to the tab down here, and then just aim at it, and it's a bit like the docking beam. That might change in the future. There were talks about having them so that they activate when they get close to each other. That would be neat too. Okay, now I want to start building a bit. I don't think that you need to be with me there, so just watch and I will talk to you later. Okay, this is the undercarriage. And now let's place the last 2 blocks. Kind of you can see that, I don't know, if the power and the shields for this thing are maybe a bit too much. And again, this is just planning. It could all change and everything could be different. But for now, I want to keep this as if the update would come out in that way, if it would work this way. So I have to design all my stuff with shields and a lot of power in mind. And that's what we want to do. So the last thing we should place is the axis. I'm placing it just out of the build block. I want to have it this way because, again, to the front, and later I want to design the the part that sticks in here will be designed in a way so it points to this way, kind of. But you can see if we go back. Oh, I'm still in the build block. I thought I would have come out of the build block, but I didn't. That's good. Okay, so I can just put a block in there and that stays that way. So when I go into normal flight mode now you can see we have this axis now. We can turn it left and right. What I really like about that is you can see it's flush with the ground and flush with the rest of the ship. I really like that. No more hover turrets. That's a really nice thing. So what we need now is the next ship. I want to have it in a way that it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks wide, and I need to stick it out of the back. We will go and test 3 blocks, so it will be end here. I hope that it swivels enough to come around this part here, so it should swing around and be even be able to just stand up 90 degrees. We will see. Good. What we need is another ship core, and just jump into that, into build mode. We need the front, and then we go and do this. It is 9 blocks wide, so 4 to each side. I want to prepare it a bit so that I don't have to do that while it sticks in this thing. So 3, and then the docker. The rail docker just is here on this side. Turn it so that the arrow is on this side. Come on, find it, and it points to the front. Now we can go and do this too, maybe add some more blocks just to see the length. I should maybe add some to the bottom. Let's see, it is, I think we can have it 2 blocks down from the core, and that should work out. So let's change that again, grab the rail docker again and aim for it. Bam, sticks. And now we have this axis. What we can see is that it collides with the rest of the ship and the turret. What I really like, because now turrets are realistic and don't stick into the ship again, and we can also turn it that way. I want to have it point down a bit, and let's take a look from the outside. Looks amazing. I really like it. So my top turret on the ship I have has 2 barrels on each side. You can still do that because right now I could remove these blocks, these 3 blocks, and this part would be still part of the ship, kind of. But what I do with that is I waste a lot of space, kind of. So The other ship, don't know, had barrels that were 3 high and 3 wide or so, and if I do that I have these 3 blocks totally missing, and I could have a lot more space around it, and could have a lot more yeah, don't know. Again, we have to put in the energy, we have to put in the guns, we have to put in shields, and all that stuff has to fit in here. And so the 2 barrels could be not enough build space, kind of, even if this is not a look I really like, but we have to, yeah, we have to get used to it, kind of. So let me start to build again, and I will come back to you when I have most of the barrel done, I think. And done. I hope that looks nice. I'm not sure. It's, again, it's a prototype that will change and all that stuff. I have to see it on the ship. I would have to take measurements now if the barrel is not too long and all that stuff. But you can see I've put in damage beams and I have put in missiles. The damage beams I have in there because here in my private world, if I would put cannons in there, they would shoot the missiles. And that's definitely not what I want. I don't know if that's a thing that the new, I don't know, updates do, but it seems to happen. So I have some damage beams in there just to have a way to get ships that come closer. The other is just homing missiles. But again, I also have shields in there, the energy and all that stuff. I again can only say I hope that changes, because that's definitely not how I want that to be. It would be neater if we could have, yeah, don't know, with the barrels just concentrate on the, yeah, just kind of concentrate on the weapons. And then maybe have everything else in the undercarriage or something. That would be good too, because then we can create nice undercarriages and all that stuff. So one thing I want to test, just a small test, is if this thing can at least shoot down pirates. Or if it at least can take some shots from pirates, and let's face it, from some easy pirates. So what we want to do is initiate, and we shouldn't do it in caps lock, that is bad. Initiate wave, and I want to have an easy wave that spawns in 10 seconds. I hope that works. I tested it earlier and there it didn't work. So let's see. Pirates? Pirates! There! Oh! Take a look at that! I know what that is! I know what that is! Take a look at that! The pirates spawned in with my ship, with an early version of my ship. That's bad. That's bad for the poor turret, but I think there's only a small turret on there. It's a real early version of it. So let's destroy this, because destroy entity, I think, entity. Yeah, this needs to be gone. So it seems the turret can at least take a few hits, but can it also put down some damage? Oh, take a look at this. This is the Defiant. I also have to destroy this, because this is just too big and too clunky and all that stuff. It seems that the pirates here spawn in with some of the ships that I have that I have downloaded, and just to have some nice. This, for example, is the ship from the Ebonhawk from one of the Star Wars role-playing games. This can go to. I just wanted to have some pirates. So come on. Are these turrets or what is this? Yeah, these. Oh man, why did it spawn in with all my ships? That's bad. I just wanted to have some normal pirates. Okay, it seems that it at least can put down some heat, and hey, it seems to be able to do some damage. That's a good thing. That's what I want to have. When I have my ship, I can kind of make the turret more to the specification of how big the ship is and how much space I have. And that the AI is missing constantly is kind of bad. The the damage beam basically does nothing. Ah, okay, come on. And what does it do? Destroy the ship. Come on. Boom. Okay, very nice. Very nice. That works out. So, people, that might be my new turret. I wanted to play around with that. Let it shoot. I will let it shoot a bit more. I hope you liked this small build, and I hope you liked, don't know, me showing off the new mechanics. Don't know, maybe you have some ideas for that, and maybe you have some neat, don't know, construction ideas that you can give me. Then please do that. Okay, people. Yeah. I hope you liked the episode. If you liked it, then please leave a like, and I hope to see you in the next episode. See ya, guys.